Hello students, how are you all? I hope all of you are understanding whatever is taught to you. Okay students, so we will continue with the same chapter, that is crop production and management. So please open page number 14. Please see here, modern methods of irrigation. Here you can see this. See here. Now please see this part, modern methods of irrigation. The modern methods of irrigation help us to use water economically. How? By preventing the wastage. The two main modern methods of irrigation are sprinkler system and drip system. Now what is sprinkler system? Here please pay attention. In the sprinkler system of irrigation, a main pipeline is laid in the fields. Perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles at the top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. When water from the tube well is allowed to flow through the main pipeline under pressure, with the help of a pump, it escapes from the rotating nozzle. You can see this. See here students, I hope you can see the diagram properly. You can refer your book also. Now see here. Okay, I'll just bring it close to the camera. Yeah, now I hope it's clear. Now here this is the field, and can you see this is the main pipe. Okay, and in this main pipe, perpendicular pipes, you can see this pipe, perpendicular pipes, they have rotating nozzle on top. This is called as the rotating nozzle. This is the main pipe, this is the perpendicular pipe, and here on top there is a rotating nozzle, means you can rotate it. Okay, that is placed. So now the water, here the water is supplied by the tube well. We discussed on that day sources of water, tube well, lakes, rivers. Okay, so here the water is supplied by the tube well, so under pressure. So when the water flows under pressure, then it rises up through these perpendicular pipes and it waters the crop. Understood? And here now you can see this nozzle is a rotating nozzle. So here in this diagram, the nozzle, you can see more clearly, this nozzle is rotated this side, but if you will turn it, the nozzle can be rotated on the other side of the field also, and then it will start watering the other side of the field. I hope it is clear to everyone. And this is the main pipe. You can see here so many perpendicular pipes are placed. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now this water gets sprinkled. Please see here. This water gets sprinkled on the crop plants as if it is raining. Understood all of you? The sprinkler system of irrigation is more useful for uneven land where sufficient water is not available. Sprinkler system is also useful for sandy soil. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now we come to another method of irrigation, that is drip system. Now students, in drip system what happens? In the drip system there is a network of narrow pipes with small holes in the fields, figure 20. When water flows through the narrow pipes, it falls drop by drop at the position of the root of the plants. The water is absorbed by the soil in the root zone of the plants and utilized by the plants. There is no runoff. Please underline, there is no runoff or wastage of irrigation water. Okay, now first I will make you understand what is this. Now please see here. These are the narrow pipes. You can see so many narrow pipes are there, and here in these pipes only, here there are holes. Okay, at the here just nearer to the plants only, where the plants are sown. Okay, see, you can see these are the plants here. Okay, and these are the holes. Okay, so what happened? The water passes through the pipes, and through these hole it is released in a form in drops. Okay, and these drops directly go nearer to the where roots of the plants, okay, and then it is absorbed by the soil. Here it will directly go in the soil here, and it is absorbed by the soil, okay. It will directly go here only. It is poured, the drop wise it is poured here, and then it is absorbed by the soil and it is taken up by the roots. I hope it is clear to everyone. So for example, I'll just show you. See here, see in this. So suppose this is the pipe, okay. Suppose these are the such type of narrow pipes are made, okay. Now here round small holes are at equal distances, okay. These are the round holes. Now here the plants are grown, or the seeds are, or these are the seedlings, or the seeds are sown here, okay. Understood? Now water will pass through the pipe, and these are the holes, okay. So from these holes it will, here also plants are there, here also, both the sides. So from here the water is released in the form of drops, and it will directly go near the plant, will be absorbed by the soil, okay. And from the soil the plants will take the, or absorb the water, okay. So here it falls drop by drop at the position of the roots. Understood? Now you can see here. So drip system is the best technique for watering fruit plants, trees and gardens, okay. And drip irrigation system has the following advantages. Drip system provides water to plants drop by drop, so water is not wasted at all. Drip system minimizes the use of water in agriculture. So drip system of irrigation is very useful in those regions where the availability of water is poor. I hope it is clear to everyone. Now we will come to another portion, that is another agricultural practice, or the basic practice for the production of crops, that is removal of weeds or weeding. What are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants, okay, unwanted wild plants which grows along with the main or the cultivated crops. You can see here, underline it, okay. Now you can see in this picture also. So these are the crops, these are the cultivated crops, but here you can see so many unwanted crops. So they are unnecessary crops and they affect the yield of the cultivated crop. Why? Because why they are unwanted? Why? How they affect the yield of your cultivated crop? The growth of weeds in the field is harmful. Why? Because they consume lot of fertilizer. Because when the fertilizer is added in the field, then that fertilizer will be used by these weeds also, okay. And water also, they consume water also, sunlight also, and space also, okay. So that is why they are harmful and reduces the crop yield and lower the quality of food grains. Now since it reduces the crop yield, the removal of weed is necessary, okay, from time to time. Now during plowing, most of the weeds get uprooted. You can see here, most of the weeds get uprooted during plowing of fields, but again they reappear when the crop grows. So the weeds multiply and spread very fast because they produce large quantity of seeds. Now what are the common weeds which is found in wheat and rice fields are wild oat, grass, amaranthus and chenopodium, bathua we say, okay. Now what is weeding? The process of removing weeds from a crop field is called as weeding. What are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted harmful plants, and so they need to be removed, and that process or that method of removing weeds from the crop field is called as weeding. I hope it is clear to all the students. Now how the weeds are removed? Weeds are removed, first method, removal of weeds by pulling them out with hand. Can you see students? So first method is removal of weeds by pulling them out with hand. So weeds can be removed with the crop from the crop fields just by pulling them with the hands. Removal of weeds by using trowel, that is khurpa. Okay, so weeds can be removed by digging or cutting them close to the ground from time to time. You can see here in this picture. Here you can see. So this is removal by hand. This is the khurpa, and it can be removed by khurpa also. Okay, trowel, it is used to remove weeds from the crop field, or by using certain chemicals which are called as weedicides. Okay, the weeds can be destroyed by using certain chemicals which are called as weedicides. So today we will do till here only, and next portion we will do in next class. So students, we will do some questions here. Please open page number 19. Question number 8. Name 3 food materials obtained from animals. Very easy question. Question number 38 on page 20. How do the irrigation requirements of a wheat crop differ from that of a paddy crop? So this question number 38 in homework you will do. Now you open page number 21. In page number 21, question number 71 and question number 73 you will do in your homework. So what are the questions? Question on page number 18, it is question number 8. Then page number 20, that is question number 38, and page number 21, question number 71 and 73. So this is your homework, and students kindly submit it during clarification hour. Okay, and please write in a nice handwriting and write the answer to the point. Don't write unnecessary things which are not required. And also students, please try to write the answer in your own words. Don't simply do copy pasting, because I am explaining you each and everything, not one time, more than one time. So you should be able to write the answers in your words, and you are not getting much homework. Okay, so still if you have any doubt, you can clarify your doubts during doubt clarification session. Thank you students.